China's Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, a trillion-dollar mega-project.
In the past 2 decades, China has built large infrastructure projects in almost every country in Africa. And this has made Western critics uncomfortable.
Yes, they're touting it as another golden decade ahead, but the reality is the average deals after we've come through the pandemic has dwindled.
Belt and Road Program says to countries, I'll build your infrastructure, I'll give you a loan, and if you don't pay me back, we'll handle it when it happens. So far, some of these developing countries aren't liking the deal they got from China.
African governments themselves said, we are tired of aid and charity. The Chinese came along and said, great, we don't do aid and charity, we want to do business with you.
China is coming for its pound of flesh in Uganda. We call this a debt trap.
The West has not got an alternative program, so therefore China is the only game in town and the terms of the loans are reasonable.
And we've got communists teaching capitalists how to use money, for crying out loud.
We want to show that a democratic, value-driven approach can deliver on the most pressing challenges.
We believe in the nations of Africa, in the continent-wide spirit of entrepreneurship and innovation.
The Chinese said, well, guess what? We are the best in the world now at producing large-scale infrastructure fast and cheap. And we have a surplus of capital.
Things take time in democracy. So while authoritarian regimes such as China are able to speed up the process, that doesn't mean it's of a better quality.
So Putin and Xi are getting closer and teaming up against the United States in what some are calling the beginnings of a new Cold War.
Right now, there are changes we haven't seen for 100 years, and we are the ones driving these changes together.
It sounded like two men on a joint mission to end America's era as the world's dominant power.
Is worrisome because whatever happens ultimately can affect the world order. There's a lot at stake.
Today, you're in for an amazing video. Where am I? I'm on one of the most iconic things ever built in the world, the Great Wall of China, one of the 8 wonders of the world. Thousands of years ago, this wall was built. It's hard to imagine how hard it was to build this wall in this vast mountainous region. But this shows the unity and strength of China that's been here for thousands of years. This wall spans over 21,000 kilometers in length and takes 18 months to walk. I would like to walk this whole wall, but today we're gonna do it from the air.
The Great Wall of China, a symbol of unity and strength. Welcome to a marvel of ancient engineering and a testament to the enduring spirit of the Chinese people. While it is a famous tourist attraction with nearly 10 million visitors a year, the Great Wall holds a profound historical and cultural significance that goes beyond its architectural grandeur. In this video, we will explore its meaning to the Chinese people and its impact abroad, its connection with China's recent Belt and Road Initiative. The Great Wall is one of the few man-made structures visible from space, a fact that adds to its mystique and global recognition. While it is a national pride, it has also become a symbol of the country itself. The Great Wall attracts millions of tourists from all over the world. In 1987, UNESCO designated the Great Wall of China as a World Heritage Site, recognizing its outstanding universal value and historical significance. So how old and long is it? Well, the construction spanned several dynasties over more than 2,000 years. The earliest walls were built as far back as the 7th century BC. Many different materials were used, including earth, wood, and stone. Workers carried bricks and materials by hand, sometimes over long distances, using a relay system. Over the centuries, various Chinese dynasties contributed to its construction and expansion, resulting in a vast network of walls, watchtowers, and military outposts spanning 13,170 miles. Watchtowers were built along the wall at regular intervals to provide a vantage point for guards and soldiers. They are also served as communication points and storage areas. The width of the wall ranges from 15 to 30 feet, or 4.5 to 9 meters, with some sections being as tall as 26 feet or 8 meters. Contrary to the common belief that the wall was built to keep out the Mongol invaders, its primary purpose was more multifaceted. It served as a defense against various nomadic tribes, allowing for border control. It also allowed for the monitoring and control of trade and migration along the Silk Road, which was a network of trade routes connecting China to the Mediterranean and other parts of Asia. Today, China is building a new network of highways, railways, ports, and sea routes across Asia, Europe, and Africa, and other regions. This year, the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, Massive Infrastructure Development Project, marks a decade since its launch. China has signed more than 200 documents on jointly building the BRI with 152 countries and 32 international organizations. According to different estimates, China invested up to $1 trillion in this initiative and signed more than 3,000 cooperation projects. China's trade in goods with Belt and Road countries grew from $1.04 trillion in 2013 to $2.07 trillion in 2022 alone, with an average annual growth rate of 8%. Both the Great Wall and the Belt and Road Initiative have played a role in promoting connectivity. The Great Wall, in its time, had a significant impact on the geopolitics of the region by influencing trade and defense. Similarly, the BRI has the potential to reshape the economic and geopolitical landscape as China invests in infrastructure and strengthens its ties with other countries. Both the Great Wall and the BRI are manifestations of China's influence on the world stage. The Great Wall demonstrated China's ability to protect its borders and control trade routes in its time, while the BRI showcases China's ambition for global economic and political influence in modern era. The Great Wall of China is more than just a physical structure. It is a symbol of unity, strength, and cultural identity for the Chinese people.
The next time someone tells you China doesn't know how to build things to last, well, this is over 2,000 years old. Many years ago, there were barbarians at the gate, while now China is open and prosperity is ahead. It's welcoming you and me to this beautiful landmark that was made thousands of years ago. Truly something spectacular to take in. I can't tell you how exciting these last few days have been to conquer the Great Wall of China. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Reportify Media.